Hi guys, I'm Michael Morrissey. This is my friend, Mac, who is in his crate, which is appropriate for introducing the segment that we're doing on crate training or housebreaking using a crate. You want to come out? Come on out. Here you go. Of all the things we're going to talk about as far as dog training here, I think that it goes without saying that crate training is the most important. I mean, a dog who won't sit when you tell him to, or a dog that won't come when you call him. It's kind of an annoyance, but a dog who leaves little piles of stuff on the floor that I use to go from one room to another, sometimes barefooted, I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. Now, I've trained a number of dogs in the past using different methods. Paper training, which is pretty silly, paper swatting, yelling, screaming, even a little trick I learned with Tabasco sauce that, while effective, I think I don't want to use that anymore. All of them work, and all of them work pretty well. And then I met Carl. Carl is my beloved German Shorthair Pointer, who we found living with his brothers and sisters and mom in a kennel with a concrete floor at 14 weeks of age. Now that's pretty old for a dog, and a dog's going to learn a lot of stuff in a 14-week period. He learned that he could eliminate indiscriminately whenever, wherever he wanted to, and he brought that home with him. I tried everything with Carl, all the aforementioned things, including the Tabasco, and I just couldn't get him housebroken. So in desperation, I turned to something that I had heard about, and that was crate training. I mean, it sounded appalling that I was going to take my sweet little puppy and put him in a cage like a wild animal, but as I said, they made a pretty good case for it, and I was desperate, so I went out and bought a crate. I put Carl in it, closed the door that night, and he let loose with a cacophony of hoots and hollers and yells and screams and barks, and I just felt terrible. But eventually, I got kind of mad, so I went out and I went, "Quiet!" And he was quiet for the rest of the night and every other night for the rest of his life. But what really threw me is I got up the next morning, I let him out, everything was clean, and for the first morning in a whole lot of mornings, I didn't have to clean up dog do. I was sold on the crate. As much as I have resisted it, I wouldn't think of not crate training a dog now, and I really want you to consider using a crate to help you housebreak your dog. And keep in mind, you know, while it looks like a cage, it also looks like a den. These, in the wild, dogs are den animals, and this kind of replicates it in a way. I told lots of friends about crate training. They too were resistant at first, but 2 weeks later they'd come back and say, "Oh man, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me." Okay, couple of different elements, two elements to crate training. Number one is confinement, and number two is containment. Confinement means you're in there, you're confined to the crate. Containment means you're going to be in a small area where I can watch you when you're not in the crate. We can come out and play and throw the ball, this, that, and the other, or I can put you in like one of those little pens you can buy at the pet store, like 6 by 6 feet, put some water in there, and you can keep your eye on your dog. Now, while you're keeping your eye on, eventually you're going to see your dog drop its hips, which means, you know what it means, it's about to go. What do? With as little drama as possible, you're going to take him outside. Pick him up, say no, and then take him outside to the toilet area, a place that you have designated as a place where they are going to go. When you get them outside, start walking them around and come up with a command. This is a new thing for me, but it seems to be working pretty well. Tell them whatever you want to. You can read them a line of Shakespeare if you want. I use the command, "Go man, go! Go man, go!" It's got kind of a upbeat kind of think tempo going on to it. When the dog begins to go. And he'll urinate within a minute of after you take him outside. Then you go into phase 2. Big praise. Oh, what a good dog. You're such a good dog. Make a big deal out of the fact that they're doing something. Give them some real good positive reinforcement. Stage 3 of the toilet process is when they're done, immediately give them a treat. We use these freeze-dried liver treats. The dogs absolutely love them. Keep up the praise, give them the treat, and again, more positive reinforcement, because you know what happens if they go inside, they're not going to get that positive reinforcement. They're going to go, well, maybe I ought to be doing this outside, and they kind of make the connection. And what we're talking about here is called operant conditioning. I'm going to talk about that more when I get into clicker training. Now, I have never done any clicker training with a dog. But it's all the rage now. I've looked at it. It looks like it's got real promise. So I think in my next video, I'm going to show you my efforts at clicker training with this little chew monster that I have here. In the meantime, to finish out this video, I actually shot some video of the toilet training process outside the other day that I'd like you to watch. It's typical of a reality dog training video. You'll meet my cats. One of the neighbors next door makes a cameo appearance, but stay tuned. I think the clicker training is going to be fun. In the meantime, finish out this video of housebreaking, and I'll see you the next time. Okay, let's give this housebreaking technique a try. Mac here has just woken up from his nap. He's been in his crate for about an hour and a half. So we're going to do what I told you, the technique. I'm going to take him out here. I'm going to let him walk around. I'm going to give him the command, go man go. And when he does, I'm going to praise him while he's doing it, and immediately thereafter with the treat. So, are you ready? Let's go man go. Okay. Come on, buddy. Go, man, go. Go, man, go. Come here. Hey. Shoot. He seems to be playing with the cat. Come here. Hey, come on. We got business to do. Come on. Go, man, go. Oh, that's a good dog. Good dog. Now comes the treat. Good boy. Good boy, Mac. You're a good boy. And it looks like Mac, the biggest treat he can get right now is the cat. But you saw how it worked. Here you go, buddy. But you saw how it worked. He did what I asked him to do, and now he's getting his reward. Okay, so there's our potty process. Let's kind of wrap this all up. Step 1. As soon as your pup wakes up, or you decide it's time for him to get up, take him out of his crate. Don't give him an opportunity to make a mistake. Bring him outside to his toilet area, and I've added a command this time. I've never done that in the past, but you know, I'm trying some different things this time around. The command that I'm using is go man go. People use poo, pee, things like that. I'm not comfortable with that, so I tried something else. Be patient. It'll be a minute before he goes. Number 1 comes first. Probably within a minute of when you bring him out here, as he begins doing that. After you're saying your command, and as he begins to urinate, tell him, good boy, that's good girl, whatever. And then as soon as they're done, give them a little treat. Time to continue walking them, because we've got numero dos to mess with. Walk him another few minutes, usually within 3 minutes, he'll do that. Same process. Good dog, good dog, good dog. When it's all done and over, give him the treats, take him inside and go have some fun. That's all there is to it. Hope you are successful in your housebreaking efforts, and we'll see you the next time.